Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing. I can't do it. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll get used to this again in time, I promise you guys. Roll no intro. Yeah, no intro. Right, I'm going to get that box and we're going to see what's inside. So here is the box. So this box actually came from isopods.co.uk, but it does not contain isopods. Now, it didn't come direct from isopods.co.uk. It came from Charlie himself through his WhatsApp group. Now, I'm a part of his WhatsApp group and there are various different sections in there, and one of them is a little auction room, and I won a Cockroach mystery box at the auction room. Now, Charlie said himself, he goes, he doesn't really know the value of cockroaches, he's more an isopod man, and nothing is high-end in here, so that's absolutely fine. And I have a real passion for roaches lately. A lot of the time I've been off YouTube, I have kept a decent amount of species of roaches in my time. Sold them off again when I got sick, because when I first got sick I was too crippled to deal with the animals. I couldn't even lift an enclosure, it was that bad. So I'm gutted you guys didn't get to see the roaches in their glory. I also didn't have a cool setup like this at the time. So yeah, I'm going to put I'll probably put it in the comment or in the description, one of the two, check the both, for a link to actually join his WhatsApp group. If you do not see that link, it just means I haven't quite got it from Charlie yet, and I will put it up. So yeah, check that link if you want to be a part of his WhatsApp community. You can just go in there and join the general chat section if you want to, but you can also get some right bargains. Now, just to plug my own, I also have the UK Invertebrate Marketplace, which is my WhatsApp community. If you want to be a part of that, talk to me pretty much every day. I also hold an auction room and various other things. Mine is section by section for buying and selling within the UK. So both communities, check them out. So let's have a look what's in this box. Now, as you know, I've only recently come back to YouTube. I've already lost, I can't be bothered to find a knife, so we're actually going to use a screwdriver to get in this box. I have a new idea to multicam. Actually, I can't do this. Sam is never prepared. I am never ever prepared. I forgot that I keep secateurs in the bug room. That should do. Can't remember what we were talking about now. That's my ADHD brain, that is. What were we talking about? I have absolutely no idea. This is going to be funny when I come to edit it. Oh, no, wait, I remember. I wanted to multicam because I've got a new phone and it's a Pixel 9 Pro. And I reckon that I could use the Pixel down on what we're doing, keep this camera running for talking. But it's something I haven't truly figured out yet. But quality of videos, give it time, they will improve again. And when I first started out, quality was awful. So at least this is a little better than the beginning. So box is open, you're going to be seeing it with me. So one flap, two flaps. I do like how it's got the green stickers and the green bubble wrap. That's pretty cool, I like that a lot. Right, okay, this is actually really handy. So we've got a 10 plus L subcincta, so this would be the Lucihelmetica subcincta. I needed to own these again because I have a colony of Lucihelmetica fenestrata. Now, fenestrata are the type species. They were like one of the first Lucihelmetica, as far as I'm aware, that was discovered, and no one has them in the hobby. And I got them with one guy, so one person. But I couldn't really see much differences between them and subcincta via pictures. So now I can raise this subcincta colony and I can actually do a proper comparison. I'm not going to be angry if I end up with more subcincta, that's not a problem, but I don't want to sell them as fenestrata if they're not. So cheers, buddy, that's going to be really handy. That does look like there might be some adults in there actually. Shall we have a little nosy nose and have a little look? Right, so these ones are adults. So that's a female. There's a baby there as well, look. And that one is a female. Get in. I was hoping to have a look at a male for comparison, but there's probably one in here, and if not, there will be one soon when these grow. But yeah, they do look awfully similar to my fenestrata, so. But quite a lot of them do have similarities, and sometimes It's very small things, and sometimes it's not, get out of here, sometimes it's not even in appearance. Sometimes it's more internal than that. There we go. No, one-handed, and there's a baby loose. I'm going to need to put the camera down for this. Right, one last try with the camera on. I had to do it off the camera, sorry, I cannot do it one-handed. I also am trying not to use a tripod, so see, this is what I'm resting my camera on. This room isn't that light. This room is not actually that big, and setting up tripods in here, I'm going to trip over them, and if the kids run in because they need me at any point, they are going to fall over tripods. So I'm doing my best to not use them that much, which is why I want to multicam and use my phone, because if I do that, I can just use a mini tripod for the phone, and this one can stay on there. So let's have a look at what else is in this box. I'm going to be freehanding it. What does that say? I'm looking through the screen. Ah, banana roaches. So I haven't had banana roaches for a while now. They start off small and brown. I'm not going to actually open this because these buggers fly, right? Not as immatures, but mature ones will fly. There's an immature one there, and I'm not sure if there's adults in here or not. Adults are quite hard to catch. Look, you can see quite a lot of them now, so hopefully there isn't, which would make this a lot easier. Is that an isopod in there? Oh, there it is. Cheers, Charlie. One of the isopod men has given me an isopod. Cool. Well, that can live in there. Yeah, so they will grow up, and they take about this size. Well, there's bananas and there's giants, so there's two like kind of sizes, and they're green, although you can get a yellow variety too. Really good feeders, because these guys are excellent climbers as well as flyers. So when you have arboreal species, banana roaches are top dogs for feeding them. Let's have a little look. There's another juvenile there, and you can see they've actually got a little burrow going on. Now, a lot of the time the youngsters do stay burrowed, but when they're adults they are literally everywhere. So this is going to cause me chaos in the future, but I'm fine with that. So thank you, buddy. And then last but not least, sorry, I had to stop the camera there because someone was yelling through the door. So we have a colony of these, and one of the greatest things you can do as a keeper of colonies is increase the bloodlines. Increase the bloodlines? That's probably not the right words. To introduce new bloodlines. When you introduce new bloodlines, it makes your colony stronger, last longer, because they have better genetics. And I highly doubt that Charlie's Catforum came from the same batch of mine, and I've had mine for a long time. So these will be different in blood, as it were, and will actually expand my colony. So that is pretty cool. Now, I didn't actually pay a lot for these. I'm going to be honest, Charlie, mate, if you're watching this, I can't remember what I paid for them, but I think it was like 12 quid or something I won this box for, and the value is definitely higher than that, and I won it at an auction. So we'll just double check that he hasn't left anything else in there, like a card or anything we can look at. But you can go to the website, you can join the WhatsApp group, you can see what he's got. As I said, he's a nice guy, and he's got some really awesome stuff. Trying to see the bit that shows you his website. Is it on here? There. isopods.co.uk. So there we have it. So that was really awesome. You guys, as I said, pop onto that community. It can't do you any harm being there. You can just keep them muted if you don't want your phone pinging all day, but if you want to join in for some love and some banter, then please head on to his community. Now, before I wrap this video up, we are actually going to introduce, not the bananas, the gyna to my original colony, so that you guys can have a look at them. I actually have some adults in mine. I'm not sure if there's any in here, so you should be able to see those too. These guys are excellent climbers, so just bear that in mind if you ever decide to get them. But they're so cute. I can see a lot of little ones. Really cute. So I'm going to add these in now. So here is my gyna colony. As you can see, Catforum, ignore the 30 plus, that's an old sign. Now, it isn't a very attractive enclosure, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's never gonna be, and that's because I also actually sell these as well as buy them, and I have been selling them. These are adults, by the way, if you want to have a look. I have been selling them, so my hands are constantly in here, constantly lifting the bark, constantly shifting things around, and that is why it's never going to be an attractive looking enclosure. But there we have it. And the great thing about these is, when I have scraps of veg and things, I don't even take them out. I'll leave them in there for quite a while until they definitely have discarded what's left, because they don't eat as quick as some other roach species, and it does all eventually disappear. Now I give mine a hell of a lot of hiding spots, so that's why I'm using a lot of twigs and bark in here. And then you can see, oh, I expected to see more under there. They're mostly soil dwelling, that will be why. So an elastic band in there, that must have been on something. Huh. That side, yeah, most of the time they are actually in the soil and they are burrowed down. They come out a bit more as adults, but believe me, even though I've been selling these for the last year, there is a hell of a lot more in here than you guys can see. A hell of a lot more. But they have beautiful patterning, quick but fun, and they're not gross like some people think of cockroaches. If you ever say, or have friends or whatever say, oh, cockroaches are minging, show them these. They're very, very pretty, and there are prettier roaches out there too. So we're just going to one hand this. Remember, I'm free-handing everything. I should probably do it over here actually, because I know how quick these guys can be. Am I going to have to put the camera down again? And these tubs are great as well. These are really good. I'm keeping these, and I can use them to sell other things on. I can't do this. Well, some already got out then. You know a tub's good when you even struggle to do it two-handed. Check there's none on the lid. Look at them all scarpering. Babbies, babby guiners. Oh, look at them. They're so cool. I can't wait for these guys to grow. Look, we've got a slightly bigger juvenile over there. Look at them all. Oh, he's done me well here. It says 10 plus. There's way more than 10 in there by far. I do that though. I just kind of write 10 plus on things as well. So let's get all this out. You don't have to worry about touching these guys. They're not going to cause you any problems. And it's good because I didn't have any moss left in this actual enclosure. So now I do. Look at them. The light sometimes freaks these guys out a little bit as well. So sometimes when I'll come into this room, I'll put the light on and they go a little bit skitsy. Let me get my torch. So I'm not trying to scare them, I'm just trying to get you guys a better view. Yeah, considering loads have already got in the box, you can tell that he's done a really good deal on these for me. Also, I just want to add as well that I did ask him if he wouldn't mind me doing a little review, and he said there's only one thing he asks for, and that is that I am honest. If it's bad, I say it's bad. If it's good, I say it's good. And I love it when people say that, because it shows that they are true to their word. It shows that they are legit. I think it's fantastic. Right, bada bing, bada boom. Any under the bottom? Oh no, I think they surfaced. They probably surfaced because of the movement and of the light. I'll try and brush that back a little bit. There we go. So you've had a good look at the gyner. You had a look at one of the subcincta running around. I really don't want to open this banana roach thing, and I'm not ready to set up for those quite yet because they need a bit of a different enclosure design. Do I try and open it and let you have a very, very, very brief look? Alright, very brief because it's you guys. Okay, we're not faffing with the torch here guys, because I need to get this lid on quick, because if these get out, they get out. So ready, quick look. See what I mean? Now I'm going to have to catch that one, but that is a juvenile. Oh no. There he is. Too dark, too dark. That is a juvenile banana roach. Check them out on Google if you want to see an adult. They're pretty cool. So one last thing about the banana roaches as well is I had to do off the camera, obviously I had to put that juvenile back in. They cling really, really well, and they feel like cloud. They feel like nothing. So when I picked up that juvenile, it was doing laps on my hand. I couldn't even feel it. So every time it went out of my line of sight, I had to use my visual. I had to use my sight to locate it because it was that light. And when I tried to put it in a pot, a lot of roaches, you can kind of pretty much almost drop them in. Sometimes they'll cling for a bit. This guy was a little bit of a menace to get in, guy or gal. So that's really cool. There is nothing exciting about setting up a banana roach home, so I'm not going to do a separate video on that, but what I will do is return to you guys when the banana roach colony is bigger and there are adults out and about, and you may see a very chaotic video of them flying around the room. So I'm very happy with the 3 species of my mystery box today. So big shout out again to Charlie from isopods.co.uk. I'm now going to go and tidy up in here, and I'm going to have a little think, put my thinking cap on about how to work out the lighting for some future videos. But thanks for watching, guys. It feels so good to be back, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.